Hello, thought I'd give a quick after action report on the Ardennes 44 game that I started on the last video. I've decided to call the game that started turn 14, so just over halfway. It's a 22 turn game, and actually it's the last turn of bad weather, which is a benefit to the Germans. You get the jabos and the other ground attack potential for the Allies starting on turn 15. So it's going to make it a pretty tough road for the Germans. But great game. I think I probably just played the Germans poorly, or maybe the Americans well, or maybe just the Germans more poorly than the Americans, I don't know. But I think at the end of the day there was never really a serious risk of a breakout, although it didn't always feel like that. You get to a stage when you're starting to get to the limit as the German, and then you get the additional, I think it's the 2nd and 9th SS Panzer divisions turn up about turn 8, sort of kick things on a bit. And had I done better earlier, I think those additional mobile forces could have really made a big difference. So maybe not aggressive enough, I'm not sure. They've taken Bastogne. I think Panzer and 2nd Panzer are currently holding Bastogne, with a bit of support from some artillery and one infantry division. But now the Allied reinforcements start to pile in, starting on turn 13 and 14. A couple of armoured divisions turning up and some infantry divisions. So it's I think if I was playing 2-player, I'd probably play on, if I was German, to let the Allied player have a bit of fight back. Be a bit churlish to bin it 2-player at this stage. But I think from a solo experience, there's not much more to be gained by continuing. But lovely game. I'm not sure I've got any other games on the bulge. I think I've got one called Tigers in the Mist, which is an area movement game. I used to have a couple of them. This is fine for me. I think one of the attractive parts of this game over maybe some of the others is the finer detail, because the map is more zoomed in. So you're using battalions and regiments for the counters. It allowed the design to include some of the sort of tactical chrome. We, as people who've got an interest in World War II military history, especially on the mechanised side, have got a fascination with the armoured warfare, and at this level it allows the design to include a detail of the German armour superiority. You've got the counters for the Tigers and the Panthers and the King Tigers, which give you those key column shifts that you need, and the ability to push on in the firefights with extra beneficial diral modifiers. And equally, when the Allies finally get some of their decent tank destroyers turn up, and I think there's at least one Sherman Firefly unit for the British, you get a sense of ease as you manage to sort of populate your defensive line with some armoured assets. So it's great stuff. I'll give a quick map overview, and then we'll call it a day. So, German 7th Army sector, they've managed to push through to 3 of the blocking positions. So that's ensures that the Allies have got to essentially defend these areas with at least 6 defensive factors before they can bring on any reinforcements in the sector. This is sector A, B and C, so before any fresh troops can come on anywhere else down this map edge, they need to make sure that they've fully contained the threat off the southern map edge, which they've now done. They've now got 6 defence points in each of those areas, and this turn the American 80th Infantry Division's turned up with some nice tank destroyers and some Shermans to start to push back a little bit in that area. And around Bastogne we've got the elements of sort of 26th Infantry Division and Panzerlehr and 2nd Panzer Divisions that have taken both of the hexes of Bastogne, but are really going to go nowhere now. 4th Armoured's there, another infantry division has just come on in trucks on this turn, so they'll be able to shore up that line quite effectively, and in fact all the way across the map the position is being held now fairly solidly. Right down here at the Elsenborn Ridge, the Allied position did crumble, but essentially it's probably sort of fool's gold down there. They're not going to be able to really push on, certainly not getting nowhere near to Liège, which is now being defended by the vanguard of the British forces. So it's a bit of a done deal, but it was a great time whilst getting to that conclusion. So a game I thoroughly recommend. I must try and play it again with someone else that's a bit more proficient than me at playing the Axis side. Thanks for watching.